was that the one where Aiden rolled, right? I mean, how much do you guys have to keep your eyes back to give him options, knowing that he's able to go either take off running, but he will try and throw.
Yeah, we know what type of quarterback Aiden is. We know he's very elusive in the pocket, so we know we work scramble drills all the time in practice, knowing where to be at, building that connection, knowing where we're going to go, and stuff like that.
With what you've shown on offense, what potential do you guys have to do even more, especially like explosiveness in the pass game?
I think our offense can be really deadly. I think as long as we keep stacking days and stacking practices, this offense can sky's the limit for this offense.
Nick said at halftime he said he wanted the ball. You mentioned that. What was your impression of that?
I think he's a leader. I think he knows what works, and we're out there. We know what we're going to get. We know what we're feeling. So I think I commend him for that, stepping up and letting the coaches know that we got options out here, and we should keep attacking them.
And what was your reaction to that first touchdown he had? Where he basically took 3 guys with him.
I mean, he's just an animal. He's definitely like a physical person. I like that, and that got everyone turned up on the sidelines and brought energy to our sidelines for sure.
Sean, when we talked to you in the spring, you were talking about getting adjusted to this scheme and everything. Where do you feel like you are in that process? Is it all mastered, back of your hand type of thing, or is it still a learning process to some degree?
I feel like I'm pretty mastered with it right now, but we're going to keep adding things and keep getting better every week. So I think it's awesome. We can learn from everything as the week goes on.
Before the season, we heard like how much of an X factor the wide receiver room could be, just out of depth, different types and styles of guys. Do you feel like that is manifested in these first couple of games?
I definitely think that we've shown glimpses of what we could be. I think the more we practice and the more we keep building that connection with Aiden, the more this offense is going to go.
What does Alante mean to you? I mean, when you see him on the special unit doing what he's doing, I mean, he's not getting the reps on the offense as much as he used to, but like, what does that mean to see another guy?
I mean, Alante is what you call like a leader and a captain. Having that guy in our room really makes everyone else go. Like he's our energy guy. He's a guy that knows everything that we go to when we have questions. So he's a huge part of that role.
What was it like seeing those kickoff returns to get you guys jump started?
It was special to us as a receiver core. Seeing our guy out there making plays on the special team side of things, and it brought energy to us knowing that's our brother going out there making those type of plays.
How about for the offense in general? This field position when you get what does that mean to get better field position?
When we get field position, it definitely brings a different type of mojo to the offense when we see the ball way out there and we're going out there with energy and ready to capitalize off it.
Something we talked about with Amari is like at your guys' previous schools, you were probably sort of the tip of the spear of the offense, and you're going to get corresponding attention from the defense. You're here, we've got Nick, you've got Amari. Have you noticed? I know it's just 2 games, but is there a difference in sort of you feel how you're being played and just sort of the attention coming your way from a defense?
A little bit. I knew coming here that I wasn't going to be like the ball every play, like blah blah blah. But I knew that we had weapons in our receiver room, and that's why I came here to be a part of a dynamic receiver room that we could build off each other and play off each other.
How did you see that develop at Kent State, where you come in and you got to prove yourself, and then once you do, and as a team, you guys struggled a little bit, I guess, no disrespect with it.
Yeah.
How did you see defenses start gearing towards you when you were still able to produce some numbers, on that team?
I definitely feel like people are still dialed in on me. Like when we line up, I feel like definitely like having me, Nick, Amari, and whoever's out there in the receiver room. I think it definitely brings trouble to defenses knowing who to pick because we all can ball. So I think that's pretty good.
At Kent State, I'm wondering, did you notice more doubles coming or just bracket stuff?
At Kent
What did you
State,
notice as your career progressed? You become more of a known guy, and they know that you're sort of the weapon on that team.
Yeah.
How did that change how defenses?
At Kent State, I played outside more, so I definitely felt the brackets, the more cover twos, the guy following me and stuff like that. So I think versus getting here and playing in the inside more, I feel like it opened my eyes more to see what the defense is doing and knowing what they're going to do.
How do you, Amari, teach those lessons that you learn with that to Nick? Because he's obviously seeing a lot of those coverages right now.
I think me, Amari, we just talk to Nick and we tell him what we've seen in the past, and because a lot of times you can tell what they're going to do before they do it. So just building that confidence with Nick and letting him know hey, if you see a corner open up his hips too early or something like that, that's an indicator to what they're doing. So just teaching them how to get open and stuff like that.
Sorry if you were asked this, but the one-handed catch. You ever made a catch like that in a game?
Yeah, last year I can say it wasn't as dramatic. It was like a over-the-shoulder one-hand catch, but I mean, yeah, we practice those all the time, pre-practice stuff like that. So I think that's just practice habits going to game day reality.
You practice high point one hand too?
Yeah.
That's very specific to practice that situation. I guess is that just like a better be prepared sort of
Yeah.
decision?
Yeah, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready type thing.
When you watch that back, how was it looked like safety was coming over there. Was that did they place that as perfectly as it could have?
Yeah,